Hi, a quick addendum from, Pi Day, several days in the future compared to the rest of the episode you're about to watch. This is something I just learned after dealing with, basically the sunrise or the sun day-night cycle and Eder Nabry, freaking the frick out after, you minimized and full screened the game. Basically, what was happening is you want to go to your render window. You'll see down here it says frame rate. You want to change that to 30 frames per second off of the default 24. The reason for that is because Uru runs its animations at 30 frames per second, and while it can upscale 24 frames to 34 frames roughly correctly, apparently, the game engine really does not like having to do that when you change the resolution, and basically the time of day will skip forward by a lot. So, yeah, before you do any animation stuffs, change this. Change your frame rate to 30 frames per second. You will thank me for this later, for all the headaches saved. Because if you don't do this and you run into, all sorts of weirdness with your animations, this is why. Okay, yeah. On to the rest of the episode. Sure, welcome to the next episode. Let's talk animated textures. Oh yeah, we're getting into animations. Oh yeah, We are getting into the animations. So, down here is your animation window. You want it to be in a timeline, basically. So let's, tab, yep. Okay. So let's go to my animated textures here, and let's go lava. Now, in the last episode, I talked about, light groups. You'll notice the pink hue on there because some of my lights are acting weirdly on things that are not supposed to be acting weirdly. Anyway. Let's talk animation. So, yeah, basically, what you're seeing here is a big old plane of lava, and then here in my UV texture imaging editing window, you'll see that it's it's got all of this in it. So, how exactly are we going to be doing this? This is your intro to basic animation. Basically, the thing you need to know is about 30 frames in Blender animation equals about a second in Uru's engine. So, anyway, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be looking at our texture. And, yeah, basically, here is our texture. And it is, you can set it by offset by, say 1 or not. So basically what we're looking at here is our texture plane, which, is the texture. And this is the lava texture. This is shared across multiple objects, and I am using that little trick I said I could hypothetically use to alter a bunch of objects at once and then set them individually. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to be setting one animation for this texture while it's set as one texture across multiple objects with one material. Then we'll come along and we'll do some fancy stuff for it. So, how are we going to do this? Essentially, you're going to want to hover over the what you want to animate. Basically, in this case, we're going to be animating our texture offset. So, I'm going to hit, with everything at frame 0, I'm going to hit the letter I. And that's it. We now have a keyframe. We have one keyframe for our texture animation. And no, I don't even need to have this, actually, in an editable state at the moment. Now, when we did the I keyframe, it added this little bit at the bottom, this plasma layer animations. That's a sanity check right there. That is a sanity check. So you're not messing around with animations without intentionally adding animations. Yeah, so how long do we want to make this animation run for? Well, here's the thing. Cyan kinda yeah, honestly, you know what I'm just gonna end up doing is I'm just gonna set this to 120. 120. I want it to be on frame 120. And I'm gonna make this our end offset. Now, we want the lava to flow towards the, I think we want the lava to flow towards this direction. Yeah, so we want it, so that's y, that's x, we want it to flow negative x. So I'm going to make this -1. And that did not take because I was stupid. I did not hit -1. Actually, I'm just going to make this -1. And then hit I, and now we have a keyframe. And then you'll see, as you scroll backwards, it adjusts in direction. Now, keyframe animations cannot just be 2 keyframes. You have to do 3, or sometimes 4. For this test, though, we're just going to do 3. And then, to make sure that we did this right, we're going to export the age, and we're going to go to our little lava area and see if all of our lava textures are flowing the way we want them to. And hey, would you look at that? We have moving lava down here. It's moving a tad fast for my liking, though. Yeah, ignore the glitchy textures down here. You're not supposed to be down here. But, yeah, that is lava. That is moving lava. Come on, there we go. Ah-ha-ha-ha. And I have it backwards. My lava is flowing in the wrong direction. Or is it? Yeah, the lava, I think, is supposed to be coming out of here. That was my intent. It was supposed to be flowing into here as into this big chamber. Though, maybe, But yeah, that is a, moving lava texture. Would you look at that? Whoosh. That is very fast moving lava. We're gonna need to mess with that a bit. But yeah, we have moving lava. And hey, we have our first animation! Yay! Woohoo! Yeah! Hypothetically, we could indeed put a swim region on this, and we could make swimmable lava. Why would you want to swim in lava without a maintainer suit for? So, 120 seconds is pretty fast. I mean, we're moving 1 frame of lava texture over the course of very fast. 30, 60, 90, 120, that's 4 seconds. So, how do we expand our keyframes here? Well, for starters, I'm going to do Alt-I, which removes a keyframe. I'm going to go to my bit here, Alt-I, let's see here. How long do I want to make this? I'm going to do what Cyan does with some of their fountain textures and set this to 300, or rather 3000. Let's go with -1 again. And then let's go 150. 1500 rather. That makes it a nice even middle point. I'm going to do I again. Yep, that is a very fast animation. You know, something to know about animations. If you go to your graph editor, T, we want it to be linear. We want this to be linear. We want this to be a linear animation because, yeah, we want this to be a linear movement of the texture. And why linear? Well, there's a couple different ways we could do this, but let's just say that linear is probably going to be the smoothest for our animation, you know? Should we, considering we have it set to auto start and loop, yeah, timeline, we're going to move back to our timeline here. And we'll export the age again and see if 3,000 frames is slow enough for our lava texture. Ah ha ha ha! We have slow-moving lava! Ah, yes. That is perfectly slow-moving lava. Look how slow that's moving. Yeah. Now, the question is, am I happy with that directional movement? Because when I modeled this room, I was thinking, okay, the lava's going to come in from that small corner, and it's going to come flowing into here, into the big part of the room. But honestly, I really do think that I like the lava being in that direction. Yeah. And you'll notice there's some slight purple glow in here, but that's because I have not constrained this room to its own light groups yet. Shall we do that? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back to light grouping. Yay, fun. More. God, the editing on these episodes are going to be a huge mess. Either I'm doing a whole bunch of small episodes, or I'm doing one big, huge episode. I haven't decided yet. And on the last episode, I was thinking I was going to do a bunch of small stuff, but then I'm going back to the year and, let's just get to it. So yeah, as we did in the last episode, or this episode, I'm still not sure. Anyway, we're going to create a new group. We're going to call this Lava Room Light Group. So, zap out of here. Whee! Lots of fun stuff. Okay, so let's see. Where's our lighting stuff? Here's a light. Here's a light. Here's a light. There. Any others in here I need to worry about? Nope. Okay. Then I'm going to hit this. And then again, Control-Shift-G. Add to the light group. And it does not seem like anything happened, but that's because I haven't gone into the texture and hit lava group. Whoa! Pitch black. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna now disconnect these as spheres, and, actually, hold on, let's see, this one is the yellow. I'm gonna set this one to a sun. Actually, no, I do want that as a point. I'm gonna set this to... I'm going to leave the lighting for the moment. I am going to leave the lighting for the moment. So these crystals, these textures are used in a few places that are, yeah. Anyway, so these textures are used in quite a few places. So I'm going to create a new one that is separate. And then again, I'm going to go to my light group. Oops, no, I don't want pod 13. I want lava light group. Actually, I'm gonna go to my, I just realized why my lava texture went black like that. I want to set this to lighting info, force real-time lighting. There we go. That should help things out a bit. Man, this room got real shiny all of a sudden, didn't it? Okay, let's check out my textures here. Descentiana, you get to be your own texture now. Lava room light group. And now we lose the purple glow. Yeah. Yeah. That's lovely. Oh. Now we're hitting an issue. Because I want to add the tunnel bit here. I want to add this tunnel bit to the age that we were just in. You know. So, how am I going to do this? Well, this is where a new trick I learned comes into play. Tab. So, you remember in a previous episode, what I did was I was copying and pasting I was literally selecting all of these things and then doing this weird, complicated thing to duplicate, you know, everything. Well, there's a trick. There's always a trick and a shortcut, and I'm about to show you the easy way to split off an object into its own thing. Well, I mean, the easy way is compared to what I was doing before when I was unaware of this trick. And what is this trick? Well, this trick is, once I select all this, I'm just going to go through and select all this. Yep. Ignore the glitchy textures, because those are all out of frame. Okay, there we go. So, how am I going to break this part off? Well, that's quite simple. P, selection, and now it's its own thing. Yeah, that simple of a thing. Look at that! It's now its own little frame! Oops, I did miss a couple textures though. Let's, there we go. Tab. Ooh. No. Yeah, I screwed up. I did not select all my frames right. Crap. Okay, well, I know what to do to fix that at least. Yep. We're just gonna go in here. We're gonna go boom, 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 boom. Screwed up my textures a bit. Let's go and Actually, no, just do these ones. Project from view. Yeah, there we go. Project from view. Yeah, that should fix that a bit. Anyway, so back to what we were doing. We have all these extra textures on here on this particular model now that we did not have before. Honestly, we don't really need all of these. For this new model, at least. Let's just get rid of these from this model. Let's see. There we go. And now, set this to its own little model. Light group, lava room. Oh, and now that's fancy. Yeah, we're doing it now. We're cooking now. Yeah. And then, yep, we'll just come over here and we'll do the same exact thing, which is tab, select all of our frames that are in the part that we want to be splitting off. Boop, boop, boop. Now you might be thinking, oh gosh, Cal, now you're going to have that extra plane sticking out in the... I'm going to go in and clean that up later. I'm going to delete that extraneous little plane because it is going to cause me issue later down the line. I just know it. Now, this tunnel's going to actually extend a bit further down. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be selecting... Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna be breaking this up into bits, basically. I'm gonna have to do this in chunks because otherwise it's gonna be just this huge, colossal waste of everyone's time if I just keep doing it all. Yeah. Anyway, so let's just do this one more time just so you guys get it all memorized. Make sure I get all these, just because. The back face going there, so I can see what I'm doing. Actually, you know what? While I'm on this section, I'm just gonna... Let's see, how far back does that lava glow carry? Pretty far back. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to section off this whole tunnel here, just to make my life easier. It's a little tedious, but, yeah. Just making my life easier. Make sure I select every single little frame here. Actually, make sure I get everything. I'm going to set that to solid, just so I'm not missing things in the glare of the texture. So how's your 2020 been, I guess? I have no way of receiving an answer to this, but I hope it's been good. Oh, you're doing good. Oh, that's good. That's good. But if you're not doing good, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's been a tough couple of months and years. I think that's everything on there. Okay. Yeah. P by selection. Poof. It's its own object now. And then let's see here. Lava hard. Set that to the light group. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now that is light ambience right there. Now, looking at this, I think I may have the yellow light too strong in here. Yeah, because I think I got the yellow light way too strong on this. Because I'm not seeing much of the red anywhere. But we are definitely not having the sunlight affect this area anymore. Look how darker this pathway is. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's definitely way too bright of a light. Oh, way too bright of a light. I do not need all of this back here being lit up by the by the lava and the crystal. I need to pull my lighting back a bit. Yeah, so. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna merge the two episodes together. This is light groups and animation and. Oh, hello. What's happening there? Did I. Smooth, flat, smooth. Why is this? Control T. Oh, Control T triangulates things. It makes things fancier, I suppose is the word that I need to say it as. Yeah, fancier. It makes things triangular, which means better shading. I don't know why there's a big black square here. It was fine before. Oh, it's probably something to do with light. Anyway, but you'll see the difference in the texture here. How bright that is from the above sun versus how much more hued the rest of it is. Yeah, anyway, so. Yeah, I'm going to have to dial back the lighting on those suns. On those point objects, rather. Pull back the, yeah. Yeah, pull back. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull that back. Yeah. So, let's see here. Where are my sun objects? That was a mistake making those solid. Here's the lava. Okay, let's go material. Let's see here. That's 10. I don't need that to be 160. I should probably pull that back to 50. And then I'm going to lower the lighting down to 2. This light is, I'm going to take this down to 30. I'm going to take this down to 2. Yeah, you can see how bright those lights are when I do it like this, right? Right. Where's my third point? Where did I put that third light? Whoop. There's my third light. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's take this yellow down to 20. And we'll take the light down to 5. Yeah. That should be safe. That should be nice and dark. Oh yeah, you can definitely see how the lighting is changing things now. Yep. Now we'll export it and visit again. And look at that, my little black square of randomness is gone now. But look at that lighting. Oh yeah, we've got the orange in here. It actually looks yellow rather than blinding white. The crystal looks like it's providing that light. Yeah, and you see the difference in the floor texture there. Yeah, we're doing good now. Oh yeah. Let's see, how's this look now? Oh, orange and yellow, orange and yellow, orange and yellow, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to separate that tunnel out a bit. Just because I don't feel like the lighting should be going that far out. I'm probably actually going to pull the lighting back a bit more. Just because that should not be acting that brightly. But yeah, you're starting to see now how the lighting groups are affecting just this one room, right? Yeah. Now imagine as we expand that across the entire H. Yeah, you can start to see how this is going to start to look something kind of significant, can't you? Right? Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we're going to keep tweaking with the lighting, but I'm going to do that off screen. The next bit of footage will probably be... screw it. You know what? Let's just let's just set it all to its own thing. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's do the Sky Dome. Let's do our Sky Dome. Yeah, let's do our Sky Dome next.